As summer winds down, we're reflecting on what's been a busy time for a local marine wildlife organization. The summer months are seal pupping season, and unfortunately, sometimes these babies like this one right here end up stranded on our shores, and that is where SR3 comes in. It stands for Sea Life Response Rehab and Research, and tonight we're getting an update from this nonprofit that runs a wildlife hospital in South King County. Well, I am joined by Casey McLean, founder of SR3. Thank you, Casey, for speaking with us. So back in May, we got to meet two adorable abandoned seal pups that SR3 rescued from the Washington coast. Now that pupping season is winding down, we want to know how those two are doing, and have you had to take in more? Has it been a busy summer?
Yeah, it actually has been a busy summer, which isn't unusual for us. You know, we have a lot of harbor seals being born this time of year on our shores, and a lot of people on our shorelines as well. So sometimes just sharing that environment gets to be a bit challenging, and then that's when they wind up in our care.
Can you give us any examples of the challenges that led new pups to coming to SR3?
Yeah, a lot of times it's as simple as people and our pets just getting too close or being in that same area. You know, harbor seal pups can't swim as long as their moms can. Our water is quite cold. They just need a place to warm up and rest. And so they find a beach, and they're young enough that they don't know the middle of Alki Beach or a very populated Ocean Shores beach isn't the best place to be taking a nap. And then there's too many people around for mom to come back.
Well, you're giving us a little taste of what you all do, but let's talk more about your organization, SR3, opened in 2021, and now it is the Pacific Northwest's only hospital dedicated to marine wildlife. So where are you all based, and what kind of work is happening at that facility right now with seal pups?
Yeah, so we are in the Des Moines Marina. We're very excited to be part of this community. Everybody's really happy to have us here, especially as the only facility that's focused on these species. There wouldn't be anywhere else for them to go without this kind of a hospital. So we can take in anything from tiny harbor seal pups all the way up to very large sea lions, sea turtles, even a small porpoise if necessary. So we have a lot of different abilities to help these specific marine animals.
And are you all at capacity right now? Because I know marine animal strandings have really been going up in the Salish Sea within the last 25 years.
Yeah, so we are not at capacity right now. We have released a few, so that's wonderful. And typically there's a lot of turnover. Obviously not all of these animals make it when they come in. They're coming in really rough shape. And so some, unfortunately, don't survive this whole process. Rehabilitation is a wonderful tool. It is not perfect. We love to keep them with mom anytime that we can, because that's always going to be best in the wild. But a lot of times they need medical care. And so this is a wonderful place for them to come. They spend about 2 to 3 months with us when they're very young, if they come in as harbor seal pups, before they get to be released back out to the ocean.
And what does it take for you all to know, okay, this animal is ready to be released? What do you need to see progress-wise?
Yeah, that's a great question. So when they first come in, they're often under 10 days old. They may even still have an umbilicus attached to them. They're so young. So they have to go through the whole process of nursing, which we tube feed them. And then we take them through a process we call fish school, where they have to learn to eat fish on their own. In the wild, this would occur very naturally, following mom around and learning, but they don't have that opportunity here. So we put them through fish school, they learn to eat fish on their own, and then from that point, they have to pretty much double their body weight the whole time they're here. So they've got to go from around, I would say about 15 to 17 pounds, all the way up to about 50 pounds.
Well, we so appreciate all the work you are putting into protecting animals that call Puget Sound home. If you want some more information, obviously you can follow up with SR3, and we know they've got a fundraiser coming up later this month that's at Narrows Brewing. Is that right?
That is correct. So we would love to see folks join us there.
A great cause, to be sure. Thank you so much, Casey, for joining us, and thanks for all the hard work that you do.
Thank you.
David, I know those videos were just touching your heart. You think they're so
I had a lot of questions. She answered them, too, because they make them catch their own fish so they know how to survive. I do wonder what the survival rate is when they get released back into the sea. I hope that Puget Sound, I hope that it's really high.
Yeah, well, and I think there's going to be 5 more releases. That was from my conversation just before the interview with Casey.
I feel a Lauren Donovan exclusive coming on.
I mean, they're adorable seal pups, David. Like, you just can't help but feel connected to them. But it seems like there are a lot of strandings. They have to help these little ones that are just so helpless. So it's exciting. We're going to have to follow up. They're not done with the work just yet after pupping season. So fundraiser, noon to 4 o'clock at Narrowsburg and Tacoma.
All right, September 14th. Thank you.
Yes.